People have hurt my feelings for years. Never forget.
Hello traders, welcome to just another Wednesday stream where Bitcoin has drawn down to its lowest price since March 5th. The stock market also hitting its lows of its correction, but airline stocks pumped on earnings, and altcoins also mainly wrecked today. ONT down 9%, NEO down 8%. We can look at some of them, whatever. AMD broke support. Nasty stuff. On that one, Nvidia breaking down. Hotels breaking down. Paper breaking down. So look at you here. We're currently in Power Hour, of course.
It's time for Power Hour.
And you are, unless the price rallies in the next 48 minutes, it'll be the lowest daily candle close confirmed since February 29th, taking out that candle low close from March 19th. All I did was look, man, when consolidation begins to develop over time, I mean, like, things are going to, trend lines are going to get violated. The consolidation morphs into another entity, and, just kind of playing devil's advocate with that anchoring, just trying 1 and 2 up here and then 1 on the bottom, and it's kind of cool how it's down sloping. And at the lows today, that was tested, and that's exactly where some bids came in. Could still very well be this horizontal, like a range, kind of like this. well, I changed this one too, but the way I had it initially was, it's still fine. I mean, it's still good like that. Whether it's slightly down sloping or sideways, whatever. Consolidating at a top, high premium after distribution. And you just don't know, man. I mean, people are going to act like they know on Bitcoin. You know, I think this is a pretty big deal. If you break this, the thing is, there's just so many different levels from history. Like, I mean, I think that 58,500 to 57.3, I think that's a really big inflection point where there could be a lot of bids that come in, and that could be a bottom there. I mean, breaking that, I think that gets a little more concerning for way more downside potential. I mean, below 57 is like 53, below 53, I mean, you're looking at like 47. So for now, everything's kind of okay until they, you know, we get some really big asks and a more major breakdown. So that's where we are. No, not much of any opportunity for a swing trade. Sorry, just not really. I mean, what you're seeing here on the 4 hour though, I mean, someone trying to smoke some hopium could say that, hey, like at the bottom of the range, right, 67,700, they're trying to recapture it. And look, what we had yesterday was like divergence, but you can't even believe it that, you know, they tested the supply line and failed this morning, and we went to a lower low again. But can you believe it? Look at the MACD, like somehow even more divergence. A low, a lower low, then the lowest low. So the argument that we had yesterday technically has strengthened just a little bit for a reversal, and the RSI is the same, a low, the lower low, now a lower low. So you still have the same variables as yesterday, just at a lower price. Again, it's the 4 hour, so I mean, just like not going to be as reliable, but you know, I think when you get a third form of divergence, like you get 1, 2, 3, I think it is probably a little bit better of an indicator than just standard 1 and 2. So it's not over yet. It's been a lot of selling nonstop, and any sort of rally that occurs here, you can't be that surprised, but it doesn't get you out of the woods by any means. So, I mean, what happens if the divergence was to play out and you were going to rally off this low? Okay, and then just make another lower high at 68K, 69K on the daily, and then, you know, mark down again. So, I mean, maybe short term, the 4 hour is going to help us see some sort of relief here, but doesn't mean too much, okay? Sorry. That's Bitcoin. Sometimes it's, you know, less of a mystery. Sometimes there's hype. Sometimes there's pumps. Sometimes there's hay songs. And then sometimes there just isn't too much to work with outside of maybe we're testing the bottom of a range right now. And if we break that, we do have to take into consideration just right below you is like 58K. It's like 57 to 59K. I mean, it's like, that's good. It's good when there are levels that could act as potential support right below you. This means the downside might be limited, okay, even if it breaks this level because of that support resistance from history. So it's not like a straight up, straight down situation. I mean, you have to break through a few more levels before you get to more dramatic drops in price. Okay, Bitcoin down at $2,300. Okay. Ethereum down about the same, going for its lowest daily candle close since February 24th.
This is my donation to the Mitch Ray Legal Fund, smiley face. Could we also check out US 10Y? Keep killing it, Mitch.
Andrew Pay, thanks so much for the $20 Legal Fund contribution, man. Yeah, we'll look at the US 10-year yield. Thank you, man. Much love. Okay, we will certainly look at the yields, all right? We'll look at the 22, all right? So Ethereum, again, as the swing trader, 2,400 would be optimum. It would make the most sense. Or if you were gonna be bottoming out at 28,900 to 3,000, don't you want to see like some sort of discernible daily pattern that we could recognize that's been studied and researched? Yes, you would. We don't have that. And the M shape, always looking for 886 as an uptrend. The M shape's way lower. I mean, like 24 to 2,300, man. I'm just saying. There's just not much opportunity for the swing trader to apply a framework to give you a discernible edge on the market. You don't have it right now. You didn't have it yesterday, day before. You just don't have it. Sorry. Sometimes you do have it. Sometimes we're pumping. Sometimes it's hay song. Sometimes it's failures to break resistance and rolling over. Yeah, unfortunately, we're in that period of time where it's like not much opportunity. We're in the impulse phase, still drawing down and making the lowest low, the lowest close soon of the entire reversal that began March 12th. It's now April 17th, 5 weeks or so of a correction ongoing. Sorry, let me, of course.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Thank you, Maxine. Get wrecked. Haven't you ever Bitcoin? Ethereum to Bitcoin. Let's just look at it. It's still off its lows from the other day. But maybe what they're doing now, that's not really. I mean, how could you consider this good? 4.9 million sats or whatever is. Look, you see that low? This was already out of the trading range, I know, but like that low from June 14th of 2022 as of yesterday, the day before, and today, the past 72 hours, 71 hours, 20 minutes, formal bearish back test. What was once a support from history is now being regarded as resistance. I mean, that is, if you're in this type of trend, that's nothing but good for lower prices, lower levels. If it's so, it looks like it's going to be successful. I don't know. They could run this thing up to like 5 million. It doesn't matter. Like this asset, I mean, like really could run up to 5.7 million and still make the lowest high of the entire downtrend. So it doesn't even matter. You're in such a bad spot compared to Bitcoin as Ethereum that there's just very little hope right now. It's pretty somber if you're a Vitalik Buterin fanboy. Life's got to be tough, man. Okay. Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, this is Bitcoin now. Okay. I mean, still just elevated off its highest level in years just a few days ago. Whatever. Still trading above even the local levels from December 6th and October of last year. Looks great. What an uptrend. Unstoppable specimen. Wyckoff accumulation phase E, the markup phase. Still waiting patiently on 60%. We've been waiting since the breakout happened June 10th of 2023. So we're on the way. We were within 3% of the target. Okay.
Bitcoin is obviously going much lower, Mitch. Look at weekly MACD line about to cross signal line similar to last top. But Mu bullish divergence bro Mu channel brew. 30k incoming, it's over, 0.05223231 LTC.
Well, I would say that 4-hour bullish divergence, I mean, you're accurate in your assessment of saying ma bullish divergence. Yeah, I'm not saying that 4-hour bullish divergence is anything but ma bullish divergence. It's very insignificant time scale. Reliability is kind of tenuous when you're maybe going through a correction, when you got local distribution and stuff, confirmation highs on Bitcoin. So you're not there, but like, I think you're kidding too a little bit. You say it's OVA, and you misspelled over. It's OVA, OVA. You were close, dude. You were close. MACD line. Well, those give false readings too frequently. He's just talking about the down here, MACD, and then you'd have to go in and configure your settings. And he's like, put on the MACD and signal line. And really, it's things starting to look overdone. I mean, yeah, you're about to fall. You're falling through neutral. Yeah, but I mean, at least you're not up here. Yeah, I mean, the signal line's not looking great. I don't really care about that because it's just not very reliable and false readings. So, but like what is kind of crappy today on the daily oscillators, not the MACD as much as it would be the RSI, where look at this.
Look here. Look, listen.
Bitcoin today is falling into the bearish control zone for the first time since late January. Late January, where that was a very true fake out. I mean, that was where the sellers violated a key level from history. And it was like, what? We might be in trouble here. A lot of downside potential. And then they recaptured it. And we got back above that threshold. And then that's when we ran to all-time highs after. So I wonder if we're going to have any sort of fortune like before. Hopefully we do. But just understand when you're at 40, oversold's 30. So there's a lot of downside if it's going to continue to correct. Which we do have 2 days, 13 minutes, 20 seconds till the halvening on Bitcoin. I would say, again, so bearish right before halvening, right? That's disingenuous, right? Like, so bearish. Look, man, like Bitcoin goes to 57.5, or worst case, it went to 51 to 52 this summer. That doesn't even mean bearish. That doesn't mean bearish. Like long-term uptrend, the most recent discernible swing low is like 40K, 39K. And a Bitcoin could make an 88% retrace from this low to high and it'd still be fine. Long-term uptrend. I mean, it could go to 45K. It could hit the 200 moving average, 47K, and it's still not a big deal. It would only be a big deal to people that bought in between probably late February and now. Those people would be feeling it. But again, like, who's saying to like cannonball into Bitcoin when it's up 200% since the bottom? I mean, no one's telling you that here. Like, that's... So I just don't... right, the extreme premium as swing traders, you know, like you can take your chances on breakouts and back tests as long as the tight stop loss is set up. And if that stop loss gets set up, you forget about it, and it's substantially lower than where any stop loss would have been at this point. So you just have to wait, man. You got to wait for the framework to present itself to us. And it's just not been, I mean, like the frameworks, they played out 6 months ago, and then on oil, they played out like 6 weeks ago. And it's just like everything's so extended now. Like there's just... You know, there's just going to be times like this every year where, like, because of everything playing out beautifully, the opportunity is just not as good as it was for like risk management and using the framework. So Miami World Art, you never messaged me on X. So that was like fake news, dude. That was literal fake news about making me art. Yeah. And you never hit me up on Discord either. Maybe you hit me up on Discord. I don't ever look at my Discord stuff, like requests. I don't know. Figure it out. But anyway, yeah, it's like, is it bearish? Is it bullish? It's, dude, it's consolidating somewhat sideways. There's not an edge really. It's extremely elevated.
Get off daily, go to weekly and look at MACD/signal line and compare to last top in 2021.
Over, right?
It's over 0.0522731 LTC.
Okay, so I'd imagine it probably looks like it did on the daily before it rolled over. But again, like, I'm just telling you, man, momentum's so strong in the hands of the buyers. Like this move here, you might continue to correct, but I'm betting that you will see a higher low than 40K when it's all done. Yeah. I just take it one at a time, man. I take it one level at a time. Like, you know, I think like 57.5 to 58.3 let's assess if the market participants violate that level, if the sellers take that level out. Let's then talk about 51 to 52K and then the 40s after that. But for now, just you can't be that worried about it yet. This is a lot of times how it feels. Yeah, we don't know, and I'm not acting like I know. All I can do is apply a framework for risk management purposes, and that's it. That's what true TA is. Everyone else though can say that they know, of course, and they're geniuses. And okay, cool. So Ethereum, we looked at that one. Let's look at BNB. That was just in the middle of a range. Nearing the bottom again, like if Bitcoin continues to correct, I don't think this $500 level will hold up, and then you'll get a nice mark down to 430, 350. Yeah, it's the high. It's like a triple top with distribution. The neckline, the confirmation line of that triple top would be again $500. So they haven't broken it yet. Not yet. And you can't act like you know if it will hold or not. This is where we are. We're going for the lowest daily candle close since March 19th. Okay, not a big deal. Solana is still probably one of the most interesting of the big 4 or 5. But yeah, I mean, it's sitting at a demand line here that goes back to October for my birthday. It goes back, and it's not just that level. It's confluent with a horizontal line, support resistance. Candle low close from 2021. It's been a resistance before recently, and you're just sitting there. Like, certainly below that level, you might have a nice easy ride to $94, $90. Well, they haven't broken it yet. You're holding it, and the oscillators don't really look that great for any sort of swing trade. All you got is the confluence of a couple levels, price action correlating to it, but not that favorably initially, but now it's just bleeding out. And I mean, you're going for the lowest daily candle close since March 6th in 30 minutes. So arguments are just not really strong for crypto swing trades right now, and that's based on the fact that, well, you freaking missed it, dude. Sorry you just been gone for 6 months. That's your fault. No one's fault but yours. Maybe you stop leaving the market when opportunity presents itself and then coming back to FOMO in when Sol's at $200. Stop doing that. Stop doing that, man. Good God. Miami Art, you just did not. Like, I mean, if you did, that just means that I did not receive that in any capacity. Sorry. I'm literally looking, and that's not true. So go ahead and DM me on Instagram or on Discord. Thanks. I don't know, weird. Okay, let's look at. Do you really want to look at XRP, dude? Like, for real? Garbage. I mean, utter technical garbage here, man. Trading below key level, 50 cents. Not just psychological, but it's historically real as an inflection point, and it's been resistance for 4 days now. There's just nothing to work with. No swing trade opportunity at this current time. Sorry, garbage. Garbage, dude. Those are the big ones. I mean, those are your big market cap cryptos. Congratulations. It's a disaster. Okay. Gold, not a disaster. Just a little joke of a pullback. You know, is it a pullback? I can't even get your microscope out. Just elevated at the 1.618. I mean, some bearish divergence on the MACD histogram, but again, I'm just thinking like any pullback will be probably shallow, and you'll get another run to new all-time highs, and you might make triple bearish divergence. Yeah, that's the update, man. Silver today was like outperforming the living crap out of gold. Then it like pulled back. Yeah, man, it was like doing things and just farted out, and just still waiting for $30 again. remember this is at multi-year highs. Very good. Yeah, man, I just copper elevated, broken out. I mean, could be headed to 463. But at the same time, it's just like, well, give me a pullback first. It's a little bearish divergence, but it's just going to follow gold, man. Awesome. Rice futures pumping again. You pretty much broken out today. Rice futures has broken out. Yep, that high from 2011 breached. You could be on the way to $20. Yeah, right back at that major 618. Okay, reaccumulation, and it could be ready to resume the run, the bull trend, the crazy uptrend. It's rice, man. We could look at U.S. oil. Finally got a pullback. Hit that resistance. Man, I'm seeing $78, $75 would be good. It's just a level from history. Anything, I mean, might make a type 2 return down here, but I think that everything's reversed on oil. I think we'll eventually see $100 oil based on just the context, based on this correction concluding, the 200 moving average up sloping, price trading above the 200. Everything just looks good for more upside on oil eventually. So yeah, you got a little pullback today. It happens, man. Natural gas, which was at this basement level, and I'll show you the basement. I mean, if this is in the basement, there's not a basement. Look, I mean, from history, 2016 it was a bottom. 2020 it was a bottom, and here we are just sitting here. It actually, though, like down here at this level, it looks like garbage. They did a spring, right? They recaptured, then they reconfirmed its validity as support, and then the most recent event that has occurred after that really nice bullish technical indicator, the lowest high of the entire downtrend. The lowest high, confirmed. It's terrible. You know, it almost looks like, I mean, and before it changes, but it looks like a bearish wave structure getting ready to do things. And you know what it is. Look, 886 on B, lower high on C was at 1618 on D. Natural gas looking to maybe make all-time lows soon. Man, that is just nasty, dude. There's just no demand. No one wants this crap. Not yet. Even if it's at this bottom level, this basement level. I mean, you know, have your alerts set up below 161. You hear that beep? Some serious stuff's going on natural gas. Okay. Thank you. All right, we'll get into it. Miami World Art. Thank you, dude. So, yeah, not many commodities were up today, except coffee futures hyping the freaking chat for coffee. My God, it's melting up, dude. Highest daily candle close and highest price since August 2022. Man, this thing's going for an 886, isn't it? 252. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, you're at a level, 241. Could be supply there, but then after that, 252. But yeah, coffee continues to run. Old commodities, man. They've been doing some things. Okay, let's go to the S&P 500. Look, man, we are in business mode until the hype returns. Oh my God, dude, it's friggin' horror.
Crypto_hoarder tipped $100.99. Did you already look at total? 101.000000 USDT.
Crypto Hoarder, does this look like a zoo to you, man? Do we look at turtles? Is that something we do? Are we the zookeepers? Just kidding, dude. Thank you so much for the freaking $100.99 of United States dollar Tether Connect. the stable coin of stable coins. Thank you, dude. I don't know what, we can't ever look at total until we get the okay from Jonathan. So let's just go ahead and ask Jonathan, how you doing, man? Are you surviving the correction and the death of the hype in the chat? Is it okay, man?
I like turtles.
If there's bears out here,
You should leave immediately.
Go over here.
Here it is, Mr. Horta, man. Thank you for the big boy contribution. Yeah, this is a pretty big development. My fault completely for not looking at it, or originally. I tried to look at that after the big 4 or 5, right? And the development is the old former highest daily candle close ever back from 2021. Right here, you see it? It was April 15th, 2021. That is being violated. Okay, it's been an inflection point before. It was a resistance. It's been a support before rallying to all-time highs back in October 2021. It's been a resistance zone before collapsing. And now it's being broken. It's being breached. Going for the lowest daily candle close since February 27th of this year. Not great, man. That's not really what you want to see. I'm just saying, right? It's not cool, dude. All right. I'm sure there's probably a channel that could be plotted like I had plotted. Yeah, there you go. I mean, if you plot it like that, anchor 1 and 2, and then 1 on the bottom, you get a touch, well, a test or a touch, which would be a tetch. Okay, we're gonna call them tetches from now on. April 13th, and you haven't even seen it today. So you might have that going on, but for now, you just think about, wow, we were looking at a structure, we're sticking to it for now, the symmetrical triangle that was beautifully tested as resistance. And in the breakdown, the 100% measured move of this structure here from the breakdown is 1.9 trillion. So if we are to see a 100% measured move, we have another 12.5%, say $273 billion to go before that move would be measured. Okay. So that's kind of where we're at on total, unfortunately. So goes in chat. Thoughts on the strength of the dollar? Oh man, I looked at some currency pairs today and last night, and they don't look, I mean, like things paired to the US dollar, they look pretty bad, man. Like really bad. But if you remind me, I'll try to look at them again. I'll just get through these index funds real quick, okay? So the S&P 500 ETF, the Spider, lowest daily candle close confirmed since February 21st. Gap filled target of 497. So a little bit lower now to go.
Mitch, behold the magical levitating alt pendle. What do we think here? Thanks, King. Also, Fauci belongs in prison. Kangs.
Natch, thank you for the $20 super chat. We can certainly look at Pendlebot, the best bot in all of Diablo 2. Unlimited Sojas, given enough time of Pendlebot's uptime. Don't tell Blizzard, okay? I don't want to get banned. We'll look at it, certainly. And unfortunately, like almost all other cryptos, the comet is not visible with the naked eye. That analogy means that you do not have the framework to give you a discernible edge, and you certainly do not have the framework that gives you a discernible edge at a key inflection point, which is always what strengthens the argument for risk management. So, gotta wait, but we'll look, certainly. Thank you for contributing to the 100% crowdsourced community and stream. No sponsorships except you. Okay, so a little bit more downside, what, a few $100 more. Not a big deal. We'll see if that holds. And, you know, from what I've read about gap fills, about 18 to 20% chance it holds as support resistance. So we'll see if we catch a bounce off that gap fill. Just going through a correction, man, and it's not a big deal. Okay. Dow Jones Industrial Average just sitting sideways the past few days. Not a big deal, okay, but you know, it had been front running the index funds and the correction. Okay, so just rivaling the lowest close of the sell-off from April 15th, a couple days ago. Okay, meh, flat. NASDAQ, really nasty, man. Bearish and golden candle confirmed. Lowest daily candle close confirmed since February 21st. See you at 15,400 most likely. There's just nothing here. There's a potential, you know, support resistance from September 2021, a former all-time high back then. Yep, that's pretty nice. I like seeing, you know, some follow through. And you could see in the big boys, like the big tech, took a hit. Not all of them, but like Apple, what we're seeing, like, you know, like kind of the Apple looks bad, and it's looked bad. Well, and it just because it had that little short squeeze a week ago didn't mean anything based on where it topped out at afterward. It's just bad. We're going to look at those, and so we can see what has contributed to the sell-off of the index fund itself. Okay, we'll open the hood, man. What's under the hood? High-flying tech stocks pulling back. IWM getting wrecked too. My God, man, my Russell 2000 futures alert went off at 3:59 today. Like the last minute of trading, it hit its lows, and then it closed at the freaking lows. It went even lower. Wow. 193 lowest daily candle close confirmed since February 5th. Bearish and golden candle, and probably headed to 188. Why not at this point? Made a lot of sense, you know. That was a pretty structure, wasn't it? What a rising wedge. Probably see the 200. 188. All right, get wrecked. Index funds. Can't spell fund without funds. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, so I'm just talking about Apple real quick. I want you to see this. It's bad, dude. It's fugly. Fugly, man. All right, so you know just what they're doing. Composite Man is distributing quietly, subtly, and as you can see, even more recently, a lower high than the previous local high. These confirmation high, man. It's like a bearish canary pattern. It's so bearish that the B point's lower than the X point. So bad. You didn't quite make the lowest low. You made the second lowest close since October. And then you made the third lowest close since May of last year. So buckle up. It doesn't look good. It looks terrible right now. It looks like 156 in time. The goggles not working. Weird. This new iPhone, man, just doesn't turn off. Yeah, this is like one of the grossest ones of the big tech. Like the ones that, like you go to Microsoft and Google, it's like, well, they just made all-time highs. They just, you know, did like really good things. And it's like, guess what, man? Apple, December 15th. Look, January, February, March. I mean, it's like, it's been an ongoing thing. It's like a lot of time and a lot of data. Making one draw a conclusion that it looks like lower levels are coming soon. And then the other ones are like, there's just not enough data. Like they just did some really good things like Google. Like you can't really say it's near as bad as Apple in any way. Because look, a highest high in human civilization history, right? Just now. Nothing like Apple. Right? Still trading above the old all-time highs. Good. Better than Bitcoin right now. Okay. Microsoft, nothing like Apple. Superior in every way. Even with it pulling back today. I mean, that's great, man. You're talking about almost hit a major 1.618. If this was Apple, it would be down at $300 probably. Not the same. So, it does look toppy though. Bearish divergence on the oscillators, a slightly higher high than the previous high. Shortening of thrust behavior. You got a big wave, consolidation, big wave. Sell-off consolidation, slightly higher wave. Getting weak, exhausted maybe. It just looks ripe for some sort of mild pullback. I mean, okay. Bearish and golden candle confirmed today on Microsoft. Lowest daily candle close since March 12th. Not that big a deal. Okay. Successful bullish dragon. The Jesus man. Amazon, nothing like Apple, right? Amazon superior to Apple. Look, man, just like very elevated. There's no like classic distribution structures at all, right? That takes time. That took 4 to 5 months for Apple to show us all these lower highs, these subtle lower highs. And these things are elevated, and I think like there's plenty of downside potential if they're going to rug it, and if we're done for now. But that's some disgusting bearish divergence on the oscillators. So, I mean, any pullback on these high-flying tech stocks that are hitting all-time highs, 1618s, whatever, like, you cannot be surprised if they do have a mild pullback. Like, look, a mild pullback like Amazon saw in September to October, that's, like, not a big deal. But that's, like, something that could very well happen. It wouldn't be weird. Microsoft, Google. So we just looked at all of them, right? Okay, and then we go to Nvidia. Oh man, semiconductors actually getting wrecked, man. Okay, lowest daily candle close confirmed on Nvidia since March 1st. This might be getting ready to roll over. And before, no, but like, there's certainly no value. Extreme premiums up here. Any pullback wouldn't be weird, okay? There was some bearish divergence on the slightly higher high. Right now, you just have like just negative momentum out the yin-yang. RSI trading at its lowest level since December. So today, NVIDIA's RSI on the daily lowest reading of 2024. So let's see if we catch some fall through tomorrow on this bearish and golden candle. Not good. This sucks, but like what's really bad is AMD. Like AMD was like, hey man, if you owned AMD in any capacity that was strategic, you don't own it anymore. You don't own AMD anymore. Why? 161 was the cutoff, dude. I mean, you probably got stopped out for real on April 15th, but now? Lowest daily candle close confirmed since January 12th. And this is not a joke, dude. The old all-time high from December 2021. A lot of downside potential here. It's
Hello, McFly.
disgusting.
Great
Okay.
Scott, do you know what this means, Marty? Rec tilde Scott dot appears dollar. Thanks, Mitch. Cheers, chat.
Andrew, too, thank you for the continued contribution. That's 25 on the day now. So I don't think I forgot about the 20. Cheers. All right, so that's just not a good candle. Down almost 6% RSI, lowest reading. Wow. I'm not kidding. AMD's lowest RSI reading on the daily since October of 2022. Taking out the lows from April of last year, September last year, October last year. In the bearish control zone, undeniably 40. You've been in the bearish control zone. That's just bad, man. So a deeper correction, a 200 moving average, 135 might be fine. But just saying, right? Like extended rallies. You know, people get complacent. There's no opportunity for really good swing trades. They're just like, hey man, maybe they defend the level. That's about all you got. And they didn't defend the level. They have violated. They've broken the crap out of it today. They defended it on the breakout a couple times for big hoorah. But yeah, the good thing is, like, you go through a deeper correction throughout the summer. As long as a higher low comes in than $94, it would be the major highest low ever on the chart. And you run again. You know, when we continue this later in the year, but just saying for now, we are going through a correction. It's happening. So what was it? Oh, yes. Let's, before we That's a good idea. So we looked at like the index funds, a couple, the bigger boys in the stock market. Real quick, let's just look at the yields. The yields, the U.S. 10-year yield, Andrew Pay. Bearish and golden candle confirmed today below 4.619%, which is a level from history, I believe. Yes, it is. A reversal point from 2003, 2005, 2005 again. I think that's it, though. So you just hit some sort of inflection point, and there was not enough demand to breach that level. I think that little level goes up as high as 4.65%. Above that, real nice run to 4.85+%. So, I mean, you know, you're still very elevated, right? I wouldn't think too much on it at all. US 20-year, just crazy. We've got like maybe classic accumulation, trading above the 200 moving average, trading above the old resistance from October 2022. It looks really nice, man. But yeah, you did have a pullback today. Oh no, breaking news, trading at the lowest level seen since less than 48 hours ago. What? It's all over, dude. No, I mean, I read today. I knew this was gonna happen, man. Like, how do you have interest rate cuts with the stock market doing what it's doing? They'll have to manufacture a crash in the stock market somehow, in order for there to be a reason to actually cut interest rates. Equity prices, valuations are just far too high. Right, they cut rates, but I don't know how they could. All right, you're in such a bad spot, because that just means that our government that's in so much debt has to print more money to service the debt, which means more money in circulation, which devalues the currency that we all use. So it's just like there's no winning. Fiscal responsibility or fiscal sustainability would come from rate cuts, but it's just we're in such a messed up situation right now. You can't win. I don't think there's a way to win now. Okay. There one more. It was Pendlebot for Natch. We can just go on to look at some of these other things too. Pendlebot, Diablo 2, 2 Sojas so far. Nice. Nah, man. Pendle is kind of in a different world. It's kind of the same. It's a little somewhat similar to Bitcoin itself, right? I mean, you know, it's been topped out since the beginning of the month and just sitting sideways. There's certainly no value, no edge, right? Nothing that would improve your probability of up or down here. It's a coin flip. Your negative momentum is at its highest level ever. RSI is cooling off, just in neutral, very close to the bullish control zone still. It's just, I mean, there's nothing that can be said about an asset that looks like this, because we don't have a framework and we're not at inflection points. Can't manage risk appropriately, and there's no structure there that other market participants around the world could see. It's where we could all draw no expectations, but we could say, hey, we have an inherently bullish pattern, a bullish trend or something. You don't have anything. If we go to the 4 hour, I guess, try to look at and see what's going on. I don't like the 4 hour. 4 hour, little bit of price action hinting at bad, not great, right? Okay, so right here, we have our, you tell me, when's the last time you saw a lower high? I'd say right here. March 8th, March 12th on the 4 hour. And what happened after the lower highs got put in the previous high, the highest high? A pullback. Took you all the way back to that swing low from February 21st. So right now, I think that you might be showing a little bit of distribution, and that big sell-off right there and an attempted rally. Now this high is lower than these two highs.
Check out ENA, Pendle and Ethena are running DeFi right now. Add them to your watch list.
Yeah, sure thing, dude. Thank you so much, dude. What's up, Pump Box on Kick, man? Hotbox still using his PlayStation 1 from 2002. Me too, dude. Cowboy. Are you talking about your Comcast subscription? What are you talking about? Okay. What's up, Cass? Also on Kick. Anyone on Twitch, dude? Or Twitter? No one's on Twitter. Or X. DXY Bearish Gartley. Is that true? Oh, we can look at it. So again, like daily, you can't see anything. But you can clearly see there is a lower high. The first lower high seen in about 5 weeks. And guess what? A discernible edge on that lower high, hidden bearish divergence. So to me, 4 hour, not that significant, right? I get it. Number go up always, forever for Pendlebot. But like right here, that implies a continuation downward. So maybe a test target, 492, where it would go and test 492 again, maybe the 200 moving average. So we'll put it to test. We'll see what happens, right? I mean, we will see what happens on Pendle, all right? You can't burn me at the stake, though, okay? Because again, 4 hours just not that significant, and you're such freaking uptrend. But that is normally a lot of times how things begin to reverse. So we'll see. Target 1, target 2. Type 1, type 2. What are you talking about, Natch? What about music stop? Dang, man. I mean, like for me, I would think probably like 470, 480 for a test. And then after that, probably 338. Stay Zazal. Thanks for the follow on Twitch, man. Hey, we hit over 4,000 followers on Twitch. Finally. We did it, man. Oh, PS2 is 2001? Oh, my bad, dude. Okay, he had his PS2 hotbox. All right. Yep, a lower high, man. They tried thrice. Then the big markdown. The biggest markdown we've seen literally since March 4th, March 17th. And then the attempted rally, which now shows there are less market participants involved with this asset than we saw just April 11th and April 6th. So looks like it could be setting up for marginally lower prices. Okay. One Punch Manal. Thank you for following Twitch, dude. What's up, dude? Thank you so much. Kingsman. 298 blocks to go till the happening. What happened? Was it just 2 days? Now it's 1 day, 22. Okay, I get it. All right, there it is, chat. There it is. Hype in the chat. Daily candle closed. You look on the outside. So here we go.
That's our vision. We're trying to change the world.
Why? 0.03333333 ETH.
Mr. Skilling. Mr. Skilling, is that your message, Hoarder? Thank you so much for the Enron contribution. So appropriate when crypto's getting wrecked, Enron.
Bruh.
Doquan. Celsius, Mashinsky, SPF, Theranos, Elizabeth Holmes. They're all the same, Thank you so much, dude. Was that your attempt, though? Did you mean to do that, or did you mean to do the Nick Saban? I don't know, man. Personally, I love the Enron contribution. I don't think it's a crowd favorite. I like it, though. So thank you so much for the $200.48. We have 2,980 minutes till Crypto Hoarder gets cut in half. Wait. He's like Huglo's Pizza. Crypto Hoarder, we are Hoarder Cryptos. Something. All right. So unfortunately, chat, it was confirmed a bearish engulfing candle and a bearish back test really of 63,588. Look, man, I'm just showing you here. April 2021 resistance is resistance now. Jekko Official, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, man. Much love. Welcome. That's not really what you want, man. You just don't want that. You don't want to cover the previous candle. You don't want to make the lowest low of the entire correction at this point. The good news is if you're breaking horizontal line supports like local ranges, there's just support below you. It's good. It reminds me of the inverse of the IWM, right? Where it was like, hey man, you were breaking out of that range you had been confined in for like 2 years, right? Yeah, the range, right? But there was just, you could never get excited about the IWM because if, like, say they break out of this major range, there was resistance just above you. And so it's like, who cares until you break 213? And we could never care because that level was never broken. And so I'm saying, like, if Bitcoin's breaking 58 or 63,588, well, just below it is another major level that could very well be a bottom. You know, it could be a spot where buyers defend it and hold it and keep it propped up when we run again. So I just can't be that mad. Okay. Did Hoarder say something? No, he didn't say anything, dude. I'm neither, look, Mr. Crypto Wax, I'm not bullish nor I'm bearish, man. And even if, right, it's like there's so much downside potential, and you would be in a short-term downtrend, mid-term downtrend, and you're in a long-term uptrend. It's Enron.
I like it as well. 0.03333333 ETH.
Could we please get some? Wow. Crypto Hoarder, thank you so much for the $300.16. You can be born again. Okay. Thank you, dude. I really, really appreciate that. Session Top Jesus. Carrying the stream, man. He likes it too. See? Maybe we should make like an FTX. No. We don't want to. Enron's, there's old enough. It's old enough, man. I don't know, to where we can look back at it and laugh. But yeah, if you like Enron, I don't know. I thought their scam was way more creative, right? They kept coming up with these crazy ideas like trading the weather. Mesogamma would love that. Teaming up with Blockbuster for broadband services, streaming videos that back then it was impossible. But man, they had some good ideas. They were scams though. I mean, FTX was just like a beta cut loser, fat, overweight, garbage person.
Is
it
crazy for one to think there is accumulation going on? Wolf.
Jeffrey, what's up, dude? The Wolf Tang stock. We'll look at it. I mean, it's a miner, and miners are getting destroyed. They were up today, man. All right. We will certainly look at it, okay? Thank you, dude. So back to total. It was a confirmed lowest daily candle close since February 27th, and that bearish breakdown confirmed. Well, a candle close, not a back test, right? They didn't back test it today before rolling over, but that's what happened. It is official. It wasn't official the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, but it was official the 17th, the lowest close. All right. So we'll see here. Looked at that, yeah.
Boeing getting grilled in the Senate. Can we look at $BA, please?
Yeah, it's getting destroyed on the charts. Cat no banana. Thank you, dude. Thanks for bananas, dude. High carb fruit, but the best tasting fruit on planet Earth. Has anyone ever eaten a blue ice? They're literally called blue ice cream bananas. Okay. I'm just saying that's what they're called. I bought a plant and I just couldn't get it to. It was too windy up here, 600 feet up. They just can't grow outside. Get wrecked. Anyone ever had those? I can't buy them local. I want to order them. Okay, someone send me a link to buy those so I can try them. They're also red bananas too. Weird. Oh, we'll see here. It was, no, Wolf was next. No, ENA was next. Ice cream bananas. Adam, they're all blue ice cream bananas, dude. They don't, the bananas are blue. I did know that a group of owls is called a parliament. And did you know that what is it? My God, I've already forgotten. I had another one. What is it, man? Hold on. Okay, did you know that a group of butterflies together is referred to as a kaleidoscope? But then, did you know that a group of ladybugs is called a loveliness? Loveliness. Wild.
That's pretty neat.
Pretty neat because of the way it is. ENA Connect. That's not a good chart. Oh my God, it's the cat banana. Get out of here! Bro, Natch. You know there's nothing we can do here. Nothing. Not a thing we can do. Is that a roof pattern? Bro, it's just forget it, okay? Just give it up. It does look like a roof pattern. The roof pattern on ENA, but I don't think this is gonna. Yeah, I have no hope, no faith in this crap, okay? If it was a rooftop pattern, it's got to go now. I mean, it could be a rooftop pattern and dump too, because it could be a measured move either way. It's the roof pattern. The roof, like this, man. You know what I'm talking about. If you're a Bulkowski fan, you know the rooftop pattern. Like this. Okay, it's the roof, man. But I don't think there's really an established attic to the roof. Okay, we're going there. It's the roof. And so if it breaks down, we make a house. If it breaks upward, we have ourselves a chimney. Okay, it's real, okay? And I'll just show you it's real. I'm not saying, let's do that on ENA, but like, look, man, okay? The roof pattern. The roof chart pattern. Okay? The measured rule for the chimney, but I think that structure could break downward and you get the same measured move, and then I think it makes, instead of a chimney, it's a house. Whatever, okay? Just making sure we're screwing around here. We're having a good time, man. It's a Wednesday. It's hump day. Don't get humped. Unless you're into that thing. Jeffrey was asking serious questions, dude. Terror Wolf. Is that still is a Wyckoff accumulation? Well, I mean, you asked it rhetorically, because until you're making swing lows lower than the previous discernible swing low, which was certainly where this arrow is pointed, March 19th's low around 150, you are. And look, a high and then a slightly higher high. So it's like you could almost argue, okay, until the world collapses, right?
Wolf, dog.
There he is. The man bun Bobo double tap. Thank you, dude. It would just be interesting, Mr. Yoon. And again, this is it's like the way too early top 25, okay? the way too early potential through rising valleys. Like if they can get it going above the 200 still, potential hidden bullish divergence. Look, here's your low, here's your higher low, and then here's your highest low potentially. Bullish continuation implied if they pivot this thing before it falls below 150, 160. At 176, I think is a huge deal. That is the deal of deals. And it goes back. The deal of all deals is actually 233.
Satan Slayer super chatted $50. Good evening, Mitch. Can you look at Bobo on the dollar hour? Looks same as WIF before it launched. I know. S-coin bottom troll.
Satan Slayer, thanks for the 50. Hype in the chat for Jesus. Thank you, dude. Yeah, you're like, remember, it's like we don't act like we know where it's going next year, right? All we can do is go by what we've learned over the years, studying patterns, seeing them develop on charts and play out or not play out. And this is like, yeah, you're at a spot where maybe, dude, classic accumulation structure, and this would be the last thing that really needs to happen. The third valley develops here, and you start rallying, and you break out above 292. That's right. Slot machine on cryptos. It is. It really is. So, I mean, like, if you're just trying to enter, layering in until you're out, you're stopped out of everything below 160, I don't think you want to think your argument's dead below 165, 170, really. So, you're close to the point where you can manage your risk. You're not dead yet, man. Okay? So, good stuff on Terrawolf, potentially. Not even joking. Wow. Nash says Bobo looks good. Holy crap, man. Is that next? Nah. Boeing's next. I think everyone wants to kind of see Boeing. The whistleblower coming out. People are stomping on airplanes. People are getting murdered. Like, not even kidding. Nothing here that really sticks out as, oh, I can't wait to own Boeing. All right, you broke your support. You just made your lowest levels since November 2022. There's no like real inflection point. I mean, I think like the next big one's like 158. I think looking at this, I mean, yeah, there's a low, then there's a lower low, then there's a slightly lower low. It's like, yeah, maybe divergence there is daily bullish divergence kind of going on here, sure. So you get a short-term rebound, like a bounce off of this, but I just probably run up to test the 200 moving average and then roll over, make substantially lower highs than the previous high. So yeah, you might be in order for a rally pullback, like an inverse pullback, right? Like when you're having a big impulse down, you call it a pullback when it rallies, right? So the rally could be coming off the divergence, but not something I would give a crap about. Like there's thousands of assets to own. You want to own the one where they're murdering whistleblowers. And, you know, certainly, look, man, I mean, if you were looking at it as it's a range, okay, take out all the historical levels, you know, it's like 107 to 117 is the bottom of the range. The top of the range is like 270. Okay, so don't you always want to wait till it's as close as possible to the bottom of the range versus in the dead effing middle, which is kind of what's going on? Risk management's very tough here. So that's your Boeing, dude. Cat a banana, thank you. Let's go to Bobo. Bobo Connect totals. Uh-oh. On mix, I guess. Oh man, you're trying to say this looks good, sir? I just kind of reminds me of Pendle a little bit, right? Shades of Pendle. See, look, I don't really think it looks great right now. I mean, it's a nice trend, dude. But look, literally, what have they done most recently? You can see it, okay? There was a high on Bobo at March 14th. There was a candle high close, March 31st. Well, the market participants could not keep the price propped above that first high, the initial high, March 14th, for very long. So they breached it, and then the buyers attempted to rally this thing, and they have clearly failed. I think with not just the wick high, but then right here, the 16th and 17th, and a bearish engulfing candle confirmed. So I think like you're no longer making higher highs. You've now just put in your first lower high, maybe like in a very long time. So you go back and you look and you say, hey man, this was a really nice run here. Things were going on, and then made a lower high, and it's like, damn man, that's your first lower high. What's going? And whoa.
Hypo beast on WW Booger Picker. Get wrecked, Bobo.
I'm confused. Hype obese on Weight Watcher Booger Picker. Get
Pepe
Bobo.
is the evil creature behind Klaus Schwab. Bobo is his accomplice.
Oh, thank you, Bubbles, or Peepo Bubbles. Thank you, dude. That right there sticks out to me as bad bearish price action. Bearish price action with a signal candle. The covering of the previous candle at an inflection point and your first lower high. And as they tried to rally it, you couldn't even get positive momentum. Negative momentum beginning to build again. To me, not great. Not a great look. Lately, locally, whatever you want to say. You got a demand line that'll be tested again. Cool. So see you back down at 1/1000th of a penny or something, I think. So yeah, below 1.8 1/1000th of a penny or whatever, I can't like it. Okay, flip the chart over. Okay, so it's like, man, it's almost like a drug, and right, like there's a supply line, and look what they've done. Or you had a selling climax and a rally, and then, oh my god, dude, that's a pin bar. That's a bearish reversal pattern. Japanese candlestick pattern, the pin bar. And so that's, and a higher low than the previous low. It was significantly, not just the wick, but the candle closes. And so you got like momentum shift, a low, the lowest low, now somehow a higher low. And so this could be going for, just think about it like over time, whatever. Goes for like a deep retrace, but then eventually, way later, ends up finishing the correction and then confirms that accumulation's coming to pass again, and then it runs again. So, but like for now, things like this is like indicating that it could be done for a little while. I hope I'm wrong, right? I don't want anyone to get wrecked, but I'm just saying, like, that's not really great. It's not what you want to see, man. Sorry, Satan Slayer, are we cool, man? But he says it looks like Dog Whiff Hat, before it launched. I'm gonna go to that real quick and see if it's real life or not. Dog Whiff It Connect. Bro, it looks like Dog Whiff It right here. Chat. I don't know what you're talking about, because look, the high, then the highest high, then the drawdown, then the rally, and then lower high in the previous high, and then Dog Whiff Its Hat is losing its hat. So lower high, the first lower high, Okay, real quick, let's just like, which one was it? Is it now? It was now. Dude, look at now. I mean, what do y'all think is about to happen? I mean, it's a consolidation structure we know as the descending triangle with a subtle sign of weakness, right? The subtle sign of weakness is right here, that fateful day, April 9th. The market participants were unable to test the supply line that was manufactured officially the 13th of March. Okay, subtle sign of weakness. And now we're right back down to that buy wall. Bearish engulfing candle was confirmed today. You gotta wonder if what we've witnessed is going to manifest into a break of the structure. Still so much, more the pattern could price could consolidate within the structure to lower, but after a run like that, man, don't you think not looking great? $660. I think looks like it's setting up for lower prices. There are other ones though too. Like look at booking here, okay? Booking. .com. Momentum shifting structure. Nearing the neckline. It could fail, and they fail and runs to ultimate was good. But I'm telling you up here, booking.com, man. That is all-time highs. So let's see. And it could play out adequately and still make the highest low ever. It come down to 3,000 and be completely successful as a bearish pattern, make a higher low and then run again later. And then like Keysight, we've been looking at this one, Oh boy, look what they've done today. You better pray. If you're Keysight Moon Boy, you better be praying. They broke back below that level. I know that like locally here, they've been doing that, 148. So you could be on deck for 148, but look, left, that's a big level, man. Could be headed to 130 if they don't keep this propped up. AVT, look at this thing. Man, you can't make up how pretty it is. Okay, so there's this level. $50, $49 to $48. Look, a little old to high 2014, 16, 18, 19, 22. And look, they've tried and they've tried. Sell off, then a rally, then a 95% retrace than previous height. The most subtle, unbelievable distribution you could dream of. Then another sell off, and then a rally, and then wow, like a perfect back test of the level, right? The 2018 high. And now you're just below the 200 moving average. Bearish and golden candle was confirmed today, and so you're just sitting in this demand line, and it's like you're squeezed in, and it's like, it seems to me like it could be a lot of downside potential on this pretty range-bound asset for a decade outside of the COVID crash. Forget that. The anomaly, black swan. Other than that, though, looks ready for a lot of downside, man, right? Risk management, stop above 50, let it ride downward. That's unfortunate. There's a lot of assets that look kind of crappy. They don't look too good like this. Well, Skyworks was one of them. Man, very bad, boys. Sorry, let me
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
Lowest daily candle close confirmed since like of 2024 since December, right? The failures here. Being marking down $92, $84. Nasty, dude. A lot of nasty looking stuff out there. What's that? Fortnite did not look great. Yeah. Coke looks really bad on the weekly. Okay. Coke on the weekly is just one big old classic distribution structure. Look at this thing. That's really what it is. Oh, hidden bearish divergence too. Why does this freaking app keep doing this? Yeah, to me, that's all-time highs. Warren Buffett and his lackeys have been offloading their positions since August 2022 on this thing. Right? Like, look over all the years, man. All these years on the weekly. When have they been showing classic distribution over a year and a half? 18 plus months. Never. Like, classic, not even before COVID crash. Lower highs anywhere? Nope. Now, yeah. Lower freaking highs constantly. Man, you go back, like, okay, here was some nice distribution. 2008, a lower high. Sell off, another lower high, then it crashes. Okay. Yeah, it looks kind of more similar-ish to what we saw in 1998 to 2000. Doesn't look really great. Lots of lower highs, and then lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. I mean, like the trend might be, they're working on reversing the trend here. Coca-Cola, man. And then, dude, look at Hershey's. Looked at this in the Patreon, dude. Talking about a bear flag on Hershey's, man. This is just freaking disgusting. Sorry, I didn't post a trade setup. I was just screwing around. Yeah, so look how on the weekly is the flag. But as you can see, like this indicates weakness. Okay, when you see Momo shift, when you see spring, back test of spring, and it plays out, but how it plays out is so miserable that look, they can't even touch the 200-day moving average. I mean, this thing looks like it's about to collapse to 160 and below. So it's like, yeah, your bullish reversal momentum shift turned into more argument for lower prices. Underperformance / no performance. This thing, look, I'm telling you, 180 breaks, boom, 160, 140, 115. Looks like, and look at the 200-week moving average trading below it woefully now.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
Disgusting, man. Yeah, Cocoa Futures, imagine, Cocoa Futures, the number one asset in the entire universe right now, outside of Providian, which is that element from the Vega system. That's number one. Cocoa Futures number two. But looks awful. So yep. Tootsie Roll just almost back to where that Gartley completed. Yeah, a lot of diabetes stocks not looking great, man. McDonald's doesn't look good. Coke doesn't look good. Hershey's, Tootsie Roll. What was it? Nestle doesn't look good. Look at Nestle. Oh my God, dude. They're just distribution. Wow. Look at the 200 moving average flattening out, getting ready to roll over. Breaking supports here. Oh, it just looks like the end, man. The end of a run. When lower highs. Oh, like almost never lower highs. But now, yeah. Like complex head and shoulders behavior too. I mean, like, okay, that's a head and shoulders. This is a head and shoulders. Like left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder. You got it. I mean, and then that's the neckline at 104. You're below 104. So it's like you've broken this structure. I mean, good God. Number go up non-stop since 95. And very seldom that whole time are you making consecutive lower lows and lower highs. You're not doing that. Now you're starting to. Okay, look, man, I've been live now 1 hour and 30 minutes. I've been enjoying the stream with the live on the bell. So yeah, flip the chart. Flip the chart and it looks freaking crazy. Crazy good. Great for 89 bucks. Maybe 73 if we're lucky. But I know there's probably a demand line, some sort. Ooh. Look at demand line 2009, right? The nadir of the global financial crisis. And the second anchor point, 16, third, 18. And now, wow, right freaking at it. I mean, it's almost like they came in to defend it today. Whew. So a big weekly demand line being tested the past couple days here. Huh, maybe they hold it. Miami World Out probably. Where scammers? What the was that? Here's your weekly on Bitcoin. Not a great start. You haven't seen negative momentum on the weekly since October. Probably about to see negative momentum, man. But yeah. 58K is certainly a level that wouldn't be weird if you saw it be tested. Wouldn't be weird at all. That's right. Less than 2 days, actually. 1 hour, 22 minutes. Sorry, 1 hour, 1 day, 22 hours. God, sorry. Yeah, again, there is no opportunity for true swing trade position trades in cryptocurrency right now. There just isn't. There are only dollar cost average strategies you can apply. There's nothing by the book, though, that really makes sense for any crypto. Sorry. It's just the nature of how it works, man. It's the comet. The comet's there or it's not. If the comet's not visible to the naked eye, then that means the swing trade setup doesn't make sense. You have no discernible edge, and you cannot manage your risk appropriately at inflection points. So you don't have those things as variables, so crypto, just lack of opportunity. But you can't say there wasn't opportunity for 6 effing months. It's your fault if you weren't here for it. Your effing fault. That means you should stick around and stop rage quitting when markets top out, because you only show up for a month at the very end of these big runs, and then you rage quit again for 3-5 months plus, and then you only get ushered back in to this market via FOMO and greed, and the composite man ushering you in via the news or Twitter or whatever, an Instagram post. You gotta be here while the patterns are developing. You can't be here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show up to crypto in early March. Well, that's stupid, dude. That's really dumb. Like that. Well, congratulations on missing everything. Okay. So pray for Bitcoin. That's all we can do. 58K, probably. You know, we'll test it and see what happens. Altcoin's gonna continue to get freaking wrecked, and that's okay, because they were so unwrecked for so long that some wreckage, normal stuff. So thank you all for coming out. Crypto Hoarder, especially thank you, dude, for the $300.16 contribution. And thank everyone else. Remember, when you contribute to this community, you're the only ones that do it. There are no sponsorships. There's no monetization via YouTube at all. So it's just y'all. So thanks for coming out. I'll be back. Until next time, respect, T.A. Dude, I did not get a message, Miami World Art, from you on Instagram at all. You might be following or messaging the wrong Instagram account. I don't know. Mitch Ray TA, that's it. You did not message me.
He's out of line, but he's right.
gentlemen in the mix.